Ugh. Okay, so late night talk show hosts. I don't like them. So late night talk show hosts, their videos are like always on trending, and they've taken over the algorithm, and I always see them all over the place. And do they really deserve to get that much attention? So really, there's actually only like two reasons on why I don't like them, and the biggest reason is their obsession over Trump. Now honestly, I don't care if you like Trump or hate him, but you gotta admit, talking about him all the time, it just gets annoying. And honestly, I think when all these late night shows really went downhill was when Trump was elected, because that's when they all started relying on Trump for all their humor. If you go to any talk show host channel, you can see they have a lot of Trump videos, and you can also see the difference between the views on their Trump videos and the views on the videos that are not about Trump. And you can clearly see the Trump videos get way more views, which shows that they really need to rely on Trump for their humor because no one cares about their normal content. And when they talk about Trump, it's usually over something stupid, and they just make very unfunny jokes. And honestly, I think it's okay to make a few Trump jokes here and there. You know, I love me my Trump jokes, but they've got to be funny. So if you want to make Trump jokes, just don't do it that often and actually make them funny. And I'm gonna point out that I'm not defending Trump, nor am I attacking him. I'm just saying that these talk show hosts are way too obsessed with Trump, and it gets kind of tiresome. Now Conan kind of gets the pass because he usually just relies on humor more than politics. I mean, he's talked about politics sometimes, but way less than everyone else, so I can respect him for that. But other than that, most talk show hosts, they only talk about Trump. Alright, I'm done with that part, so let's just talk about their humor. A lot of them are just really not that funny, like Stephen Colbert or Seth Meyers. So we're gonna be looking at a few talk show hosts and make fun of their humor. So let's start off with Trevor Noah, probably my least favorite talk show host.
Apple could be separated into one company that sells you phones, and then another company that sells you a different charging cable every year for no reason. And then Google could be broken up into one company that gives you search results, and another company that just keeps guessing what you're about to type. How do you get rid of a rash on your crotch? Ew, no. Install a ceiling fan. When you have a rash on your crotch?
Alright, so Trevor's making a joke on search suggestions, and this is a type of humor called relatable humor. And relatable humor doesn't always work. Just because it's relatable doesn't mean it's funny. Like, relatable humor can be funny sometimes, I guess, but Trevor Noah does relatable humor all the time. And joking about search suggestions kind of feels like a 2010 joke. Like, this is something you would joke about in 2010, which is a thing that Trevor Noah does. He does a lot of jokes that would be made like in 2010, and it's kind of old.
There's no question that the reputations of big tech companies have taken a hit in recent years. I mean, for instance, Facebook used to be the place where you reconnect with old high school friends and then block them when you discover that they're married.
Oh my gosh, this is so relatable. Oh, I can relate.
Because people, QAnon has become so widespread that basically every Facebook group right now is a QAnon group. Even your grandma's knitting group is like, today we're learning a new needlepoint pattern. Do you like it?
Okay, I'm gonna call my grandma to see if this is true. Hey grandma, are you in a Facebook knitting group?
No, that's for old people.
You liar!
Yes, they now have an emoji for people who are happy to be wearing a mask. And what's also cool is that they have an emoji for people who protest masks because they love freedom. Now look, they say that this emoji is smiling, but it doesn't really look like it's smiling. We don't know if it's smiling, which I guess makes it really realistic. Because think about it. For the last few months, we've been walking around with these masks. No one can tell what your expression actually is. Yeah, you're trying to smile with your eyes, but to the other person, some freaky shit is going on under there.
Oh my gosh, Trevor, please don't do that. Honestly, no one should be making that face, but from a 36-year-old man, then that just don't do it. Alright, now we're gonna talk about one more failed abortion, and that is Seth Meyers.
Wildfires. Hey, wildfires, leave the forest alone. We're all going to need to live there once the Civil War starts in November. But seriously, I should say, congratulations, wildfires. Now that the Kardashians are off the air, you're officially causing the most drama in all of California. Thanks for turning the sky orange. I know it looks bad, but this was the only way to find out Jeff and Susan were having a girl. Double burn gender reveals.
Double burn.
Wildfires, slow your roll. You're spreading faster than a COVID-19 at a fraternity party. At this point, our best hope is that the wildfires hit some weed farms and we at least get a decent buzz out of all this. Wildfires, we burn!
Oh wait, am I supposed to laugh? Oh, so this is basically Seth Meyers' humor, and I do not get it at all. I swear, he's probably the most boring talk show host. Trevor Noah, on the other hand, you can tell he's making jokes. This guy, it doesn't seem like he's making jokes. He's like so boring. There's this Seth Meyers ad that you may have seen. I've seen it a lot, and it has like a lot of dislikes, which shows a lot of people don't like him. And honestly, I mean, that gives me hope that there's people that are actually realizing that these people aren't funny. You can look at the comments and see the reasons why people don't like him, and a lot of them are the reasons I don't like him. Okay, I'm done talking about these talk show hosts. I can make this video way longer if I wanted to, but I think I've said enough on the reasons why they're not funny. I mean, there's like so many videos talking about why they're not funny, and there's like so much content you can find on them. Like, you can find so much dirt on your own. Now, the Eric Andre show is returning for a 5th season, so we'll finally have a good talk show for once. So, I mean, this is the greatest talk show ever, so I'm looking forward to watching this again.